Leadership and advanced skills for clinical research coordinators. Introduction. Unlocking new opportunities often begins with the right knowledge and tools. Whether you're taking your first steps towards achieving your goals or looking for ways to elevate your expertise, this guide is designed to provide structured, actionable insights. Through clear explanations, expert advice, and organized tips, you'll gain the confidence. Leadership is more than overseeing tasks. It involves inspiring and aligning a team with shared objectives, fostering growth, and ensuring seamless execution of complex trials. So core leadership qualities of clinical research coordinators include visionary thinking, so strategizing the end-to-end execution of trials and anticipating potential challenges and proactively creating solutions. Decision-making, leveraging trial data to make informed, quick decisions, and use risk management frameworks to prioritize tasks under tight timelines. And mentorship, training junior clinical research coordinators or staff on GCP and trial workflows, and providing clear feedback to improve team communication. Tips for leadership growth, so attending leadership workshops, seeking training tailored to clinical research management, focusing on delegation, ethical decision-making, and team dynamics. Build emotional intelligence, so EQ, understanding the perspectives of on-site and remote team members to resolve conflicts empathetically. And develop cross-functional collaboration, so working closely with investigators, sponsors, and trial monitors to ensure alignment of goals. So an experienced clinical research coordinator overseeing a rare disease trial nurtures team efficiency by scheduling bi-weekly motivational pep talks and implementing feedback loops that improve protocol adherence rates by 20%. Management in multicenter trials. Multicenter trials often involve diverse teams, varying protocols, and heightened stress, which can lead to conflicts between sites, monitors, or stakeholders. So common challenges include differing interpretations of the SOPs, miscommunication about protocol updates across centers, or an uneven workload distribution among sites. So it's important to have open communication and collaboration. And how we can meet this with the key strategies to resolve conflict, clarifying responsibilities. So use a RACI matrix like responsible, accountable, consulted, or informed, and define roles clearly for all stakeholders. Facilitate open dialogue, so schedule conflict resolution calls where team members discuss issues without fear of retribution. Document processes, so ensuring all protocol modifications and decisions are documented for consistent enforcement, and addressing root causes like recurring conflicts, investigating site-level bottlenecks, or training lapses to address them directly. During the global COVID-19 vaccine trial, a clinical research coordinator resolved inter-site disagreements on enrollment criteria by hosting weekly alignment conferences and creating a shared frequently asked question repository accessible to all centers. Financial oversight, so using budgeting tools effectively. Sound financial management is one of the most critical yet overlooked aspects of trial coordination. So coordinators must ensure that trial budgets are adhered to while managing unforeseen costs. So you have to understand first the budgeting cycle and familiar yourself with the trial setup costs, ongoing site payments, and participant reimbursements and monitoring fees. Leverage budgeting tools, so use Excel templates for basic tracking or adopt advanced tools like Metadata Grants Manager or ClinPay for automated control. And forecast contingencies, so allocate at least 10% of the trial budget for emergencies such as repeat site training or protocol amendments. Best practices, monitor burn rates, so review expense versus budget reports monthly, and coordinate payment milestones, so link payment schedules for sites to clearly defined deliverables like patient enrollments or data submission deadlines. For example, a clinical research coordinator managing a multi-million-dollar oncology trial prevented overspending by conducting quarterly financial reassessments, which identified redundancies in vendor contracts, saving $50,000 annually. Coordination across diverse teams and time zones. Modern clinical trials often involve global teams, requiring clinical research coordinators to master coordination across cultures, languages, and time differences. Challenges in diverse teams include different working styles and decision-making approaches, language barriers leading to misunderstandings, and difficulty in synchronizing timelines due to time zone gaps. So it's important to consider enhancing team collaboration across sites by reinforcing clear communication, shared goals, technology utilization, flexible schedules, and inclusive culture. Solutions for the seamless coordination can be using project management tools like Trello or Monday.com to allow for task management and time zone specific scheduling. Defining core hours, so identify overlapping hours where all members can join live calls or critical updates. Sensitivity, so take training on communication styles and norms in key regions to work inclusively. And real-time updates, so maintaining a live dashboard for project progress visible to all staff like Google Sheets or shared calendars. For example, a decentralized trial across the US, European Union, and Asia faced coordination bottlenecks until the CRC established the follow the sun schedules, ensuring smoother 24-hour task handovers. Traversing challenges in decentralized trial models. So decentralized trial models rely heavily on digital tools, reducing the need for participants to visit trial sites physically. So while convenient, they create unique logistical and operational challenges and potential risks. So some potential risks include lack of participant engagement without in-person visits, dependence on untested technologies, leading to data capture delays, delayed regulatory review processes due to incomplete virtual logs. And so thinking about effectively managing them, we need to think about how we can mitigate with technology, regulatory compliance, participant engagement, and data security. Strategies for success include fostering digital readiness, like training both staff and participants on using e-consent platforms, remote monitoring devices, and telehealth systems thoroughly. Engaging participants actively, so providing regular updates via emails or trial apps and incentivized trial milestones. Mitigate technology risks, test all platforms in the sandbox mode before deployment and have IT support available 24/7. For example, a cardiovascular telehealth trial reduced dropouts by 30% after clinical research coordinators introduced weekly text-based progress check-ins with participants who felt supported despite the remote format. Summary tables. So leadership skills, thinking about different skills that you should be working on if you're not, already thinking about directly. So visionary thinking, this is not something that you're always start this slide from the top. So leadership skills development plan, visionary thinking, so conducting trial planning sessions with sponsors and PIs. This can help you proactively address potential protocol deviations, preventing delays, so being able to zoom out. Effective delegation, so using the RACI charts to assign clear roles and accountability. Communication clarity, like integrating Slack or Microsoft Teams for streamlined updates, and crisis management, so establishing response SOPs for protocol violations, and this can help resolve noncompliance within 48 hours without trial impact, for example. Table 2, financial oversight tools and utilities. Metadata Grants Manager automates invoicing and investigator pay. Excel spreadsheets can track sponsor budgets tied to milestones, or Cleanup Pay automates grant reporting to sponsors, and Microsoft Power BI, if you're using the Microsoft Suite, you can display financial analytics reports visually. Table 3, conflict management checklist by categories. So just to go over a few: misaligned protocol adherence. Resolution technique is issue individual follow-up correction training. And an example would be sites documenting data without ECRF source logs. Team communication gaps. So again, implementing routine calls. It can be weekly, bi-weekly, bi-monthly, to make sure you have clarity in communication. Uneven workload distribution. So it's important to adjust task allocation dynamically. You can use Trello boards. You can use different, operations methodologies to track your team's workload. And lagging regulatory submissions. So set regional compliance trackers and submission alerts. Table 4, diverse team coordination workflow. Core scheduling, design shared time blocks for major deliverables, and adaptable scheduling strategies. So regionally flexible deadline sub-extensions, for example. And decentralized trial challenges and solutions. So thinking about participant dropout, when there's less physical reaction, how can you mitigate with regular virtual check-ins, for example, or office progress-based incentives, data integration discrepancies, so system compatibilities causing inconsistent data. You can use unified platform testing with software like Medidata Cloud, remote staff management, so difficulty monitoring staff across regions, so use monitoring dashboards with automated task logs for enhanced oversight, regulatory compliance delays, so delays in submission of required trial documents remotely. You can automate compliance tracking through tools like Florence eTMF. Privacy concerns with digital tools, so there can be fear among participants about sharing sensitive information, so be sure to educate users on data security protocols and use encrypted communication. Technology accessibility barriers, participants lack access to compatible devices or internet, so provide loaner devices and reimbursements for internet access where needed. And limited training for decentralized setup. Some staff lack readiness for tech-heavy workflows, and so organize frequent mock sessions with all the stakeholders to troubleshoot errors. Multiple choice questions. Question 1, what is a key action for clinical research coordinators to minimize participant dropout in decentralized trials? A, reduce scheduled follow-ups. B, provide devices to participants with compatibility issues. C, increase in-person meetings. Or D, avoid contacting participants between visits. Answer is B, provide devices to participants with compatibility issues. Ensuring participants can access technology is critical for engaging them in decentralized trials, reducing dropout rates. If you have an app and their app, they don't have enough space on their phone for an app, like just having someone help them in the installation, in the compliance, in understanding from the very first visit is extremely helpful. Question 2, which tool is most effective for managing trial finances in multi-center studies? A, Zoom. B, Florence eTMF. C, Medidata Grants Manager. D, eConsent software. The answer is C, Medidata Grants Manager is specifically designed to track payments, reimbursements, and financial compliance in clinical trials. How can clinical research coordinators address cultural differences when coordinating global trial teams? A, focus only on protocol-related discussions. B, avoid discussing cultural norms. C, provide cultural sensitivity training to team members. D, mandate identical working styles across regions. C, provide cultural sensitivity training to team members. So cultural sensitivity training fosters understanding and enhances collaboration among diverse teams. What is the most suitable solution for conflicts arising from uneven workload distribution in multi-center trials? A, maintain a fixed task allocation for all sites. B, dynamically adjust task allocations using project management tools. C, reduce the number of sites involved in the trial. D, ignore the imbalance to focus on deadlines. The answer is B, dynamically adjust task allocations using project management tools like Trello or Monday.com can help redistribute tasks based on site capacity, ensuring equitable workloads. Question 5, what is an effective way to prepare participants for remote trials using digital tools? A, allow participants to choose whether they use trial-specific apps. B, limit reliance on digital tools to high tech-savvy participants. C, conduct personalized walkthroughs and offer tech support. Or D, replace all digital tools with manual paper-based methods. Answer is C, conduct personalized walkthroughs and offer tech support. And personalized tech support ensures participants can effectively use digital tools, increasing compliance and trial success.